Okay, today we are talking about multiplying 3 factors and also missing factors. So first, before we even begin, we need to know what a factor is. So can somebody raise their hand? Okay, what is a factor?
A factor is something that you are multiplying with. A number that you are multiplying with a multiplication problem.
Okay, it's a number that you are multiplying within a multiplication problem. So factors are the 3 and the 5 in this example. Okay? So factors are the numbers that you multiply together. Okay, we can multiply more than one factor. It's not always just 2 that we multiply, just like we can add more than one addend. Okay, so if I had 5 plus 5 plus 2, I can do that, right? I just start here. I go 5 plus 5 more is 10 plus 2 more is 12. Can I do that with factors? 5 times 5 is what? And 25 times 2 is what? 50. Okay? So just like how you add more than 2 numbers, you can also multiply more than 2 numbers. Okay, so here's an example I want you to work out on your whiteboards. 9 times 8 times 7. Work this problem out on your whiteboards. If you're at home, pause and then check your work when you are done. Okay, so what I saw on most of your whiteboards was something like this. 9 times 8 is 72. Then you did 72 times 7. So when you worked that out, this is what I saw on most of your boards. Okay, would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yes. So 504 should have been your answer when you work that problem out. Okay, what would be, if I had these numbers, 6 times 3 times 5, what might be the easiest way to solve this problem? Yeah, what would you do?
I would do 6 times 3 equals 16, or 18. And then 18 times 5, I write that down.
Can you do 18 times 5 in your head?
No.
Okay, so that might not be the easiest way. Okay. Okay, what would you do?
I would do 6 times 5, which would equal 30, and I would do 30 times 3, which would equal 90.
Yeah, that's what I would do. So can you go out of order?
Yes?
Yeah, why? Why does that work? What's that property that you heard about in lesson 17? Starts with the Sammy. It is commutative. When you are multiplying or when you're adding, it is commutative. That means it does not matter what order you multiply these numbers in. You can play with the numbers however you want. Some of you may have said, hey, I actually would like to do 3 times 5 and get 15 because I know that 15 times 6 is 90 because you know your 15s. Okay? Most everybody is probably going to be able to do 30 times 3 in their head a little easier than they could do 15 times 6 at this point. But at some point, your 15s may be awesome. You may be super quick multiplying your 15s. Okay? All right, here's another one. Show how to rearrange these factors so that you could more easily find the product. How could you rearrange this so that you can more easily find the product? Please show me on your whiteboards, and if you're at home, write it down, pause the video, and then check when you're ready. Okay, so when I said rearrange the numbers, I mean rearrange the factors. Most of you on your whiteboards did that. Some of you were just solving it. You were doing, oh, I'm going to just do 7 times 12. Okay, so 7 times 12 is 84, and then I'm going to multiply it by 5, but that's not what it's asking me to do. It's asking me to rearrange the factors. These are my factors so that it is more easy to find the product. So if you think about 7 times 12, we know that's 84. Well, what's 5 times 12? 60. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with 5 times 12 first because I know that's 60, and then do 60 times 7 because I know that 6 times 7 is 42, and all I have to do is put the 0 at the end. So that's going to be 480. and 20. Okay, play with numbers to make it a little bit easier on you so that you can work the math a little quicker in your head. Okay? You all know 5 times 12, and you all know 6 times 7. So it's a lot easier to multiply it that way. Okay, here's another thing that we're going to talk about today. It says how many blocks were used to build this shape. So if we think about what this looks like from all different sides, okay, I have 6 blocks here. And how can I figure out how many blocks are used in all to build this shape? What would you do?
Me? You just, so there are 4 sides to each block. And so you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you just go to the back and you count 1, 2, 3. And then 6 plus 9 is, or no, 6 plus 3 is 9.
So we think there's 9 total blocks.
No.
No.
That is wrong.
It's 6.
There's 6 on the other side.
There's 6 on the other side. So if I have, look, I've got 2 of these sections, right? This is one section right here. I've got the exact same thing just behind it. So I've got 6 more blocks on the other side. So how many total blocks do I have?
12 blocks.
12. Okay. Got 12 blocks. So 6 times 2, because there's 2 right here again is where I'm looking at. This is one section of 6. On the back side, I have a whole nother section of 6 back there. So 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, remember that multiplication chart that you got a couple days ago? Okay, there are 3 methods that we can use to solve for missing factors. One of them, skip counting. We have been practicing skip counting in all of our lessons leading up to now. Finding the missing number in a pattern, that's skip counting. So you can skip count. If I said 3 times n equals 18, I'm counting by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay. Method 2 would be to use a multiplication table. Okay. So all of your factors for 3s can be found in the red right here. All of your factors for 6s right here. So if I did 6 times 3, it puts me right here where it's overlapping at 18. The fast way to find missing factors is to recall the multiplication facts. Okay, so if I said 3 times n equals 18, the fastest way to know that is to know your basic facts. What times 3 equals 18? Boom, you should know. Okay, what would it be? 6. Okay, so there's 3 ways to find missing factors. What if I gave you this problem? 9 times y equals 72. Could I skip count? Sure. Take me a while to get there. Can I use a multiplication chart? Sure. I can go find 72 underneath the 9 and go all the way over. So here's my 9. Here's 72. And go all the way over. Oh, my missing factor is 8. Or you can just know your 9s. 9 times what is 72? 8. Okay, that's the fastest way. So it benefits you to know your basic multiplication facts 1 through 12. We talked about this yesterday as well. All right, so find each missing factor. We have w times 3. What times 3 equals 27? 9. So w equals 9. Fastest way, know your facts. 3 times what equals 24? 8. Can you use your multiplication chart? Yes. You have it. Use it if you need it. 5 times 6. what does that equal? 30. So 3 times y, 3 times what equals 30? Yes. So y equals 10. Okay. How do we feel about that? Okay.
I feel pretty good.
Very good. Somebody wrote on their board, you can use division. That's exactly what we just did right here in this problem. We said 5 times 6 is 30. So looking at 30 equals 3 times something, work backwards. 30 divided by 3 is my missing number, 10. Okay. All right, your assignment today is on page 126. It's lesson 18.
On number 15, it says 16 points 17, that's all it is.
Numbers 2 through 4 require either an addition or subtraction equation before you solve it. And there's a third star today. It says number 15 is a typo, so skip it.
Yeah.
Number 15 is a typo, so please skip it. That is your assignment today. You have the rest of class to work on that.